Is Ottawa boring? I've grown up in this city for nearly my entire life, since 2000 for about 20 years, and I am now 24. And during this entire time, the entire narrative has been, this is the city that fun forgot. This is just a government town, and this is just a place where people go to be bored. And to be honest, for many, many years, I really believed this. This was something that I clearly felt. It was something that I really identified with. And it wasn't until the pandemic hit and this illness that went around that I decided to give Ottawa a shot, to give Ottawa a chance to be looked at as a city that is full of adventure. And boy, was I surprised. So many people look at this as possibly the most boring city in Canada. And to that I say, that's just not true. And if you live here, or if you have lived here and you think that, then just maybe hear me out for a few minutes. This place is one of the most incredible bases for adventure that I have ever experienced, and this is coming from somebody who's been fortunate enough to have traveled to 30 countries across 6 continents. And honestly, Ottawa has to be one of my favorite places for so many reasons. The first one is the amount of festivals that we have is something I think we do take for granted. Obviously, during current situations, that's not the case at the moment. But Blues Fest, the amount of memories that I've collected there, or even City Folk, and amongst the other things that we have, like Winterlude, that go on in this city, there's always something going on, something that is fascinating. And something I totally forgot to mention about this city is the ridiculous food scene. There is an absurd amount of gorgeous cafes, beautiful lunch spots, fine dining options, and there's just something for everybody, whether that's an incredible amount of shawarma to go get, Italian food, and cultures from all around the world come to Ottawa to have some of the best dining that you can have all across Canada. And that's something that totally gets dismissed when people talk about the fun things to do here, and I don't want you to be doing the same. I think it's about time that we start breaking down the barriers. This is not just a government town. It's not just a place that people come for stability, but it is a place that people can come for adventure. Whether you go to the South March Highlands to experience some of the best mountain biking in the entire province, or you enjoy one of our many golf courses. This is not sponsored by Ottawa Tourism in any way, and to be honest, this is coming from a guy that really wrote this city off and escaped every single summer for the last 3 years to go abroad to experience better things. And realistically, I didn't understand what I had in my own backyard. And I think what's important about a video like this is to really break down that I don't think this is just an Ottawa problem. I think this is something that a lot of people feel, whether you're from a small town or whether you come from a city that maybe isn't as popping as other places. And even if you do come from a major city like New York or Los Angeles, you might think, oh, there isn't enough green space around me, or everything has already been done and been explored. And to that I say that regardless of where you live, there is a mentality that you can take that means that you can explore more, you can look around, you can really dive deep into the surrounding area that you have access to and find those hidden little gems that not too many people talk about. And for me, that's when I realized that travel doesn't necessarily have to mean that I take a plane across the other side of the world, and this whole pandemic situation really opened my eyes to how beautiful it can be just to stay home and just to treat your own place and your own home like a tourist from time to time. And that's ultimately what the theme of this video is. It's the mentality that you approach to where you live and what you have access to. I am such a believer, and it is my personal opinion, that everywhere has the potential to be adventurous. You just have to be an adventurer to go look for it. There are so many hikes. Use an app like All Trails to find what's near you. Go down the river, try a new experience, whether that's whitewater rafting or a helicopter tour or anything. This city in particular has really gifted me the opportunity of ultimate exploration for the past 3 to 4 months, and for that I couldn't be more grateful. And honestly, I think that I've headed to a lot of places that even people in Ottawa don't know about. And for that I say stay tuned to this YouTube channel, because I will be talking about a lot of those coming up soon. But in short, is Ottawa boring? I don't think so. I think Ottawa is just full of boring people. And I know that might sound harsh, but the reality of it is that wherever you live, it doesn't need to be boring. It doesn't need to be dull. It doesn't need to be mundane. You just have to go search. You just have to ask questions. Where do I go? Where can I start? What are the apps that I need to download to find new trails, new experiences, and new destinations? And who are the people that I want to bring with me? And if you can do those things, then I guarantee that whether it's Ottawa or another place, you'll find a lot of enjoyment in exploring everything new for the first time. And that will make you fall in love with a place that you call home. So thank you for watching this video. I know it was a little bit short, but this is a little bit of how I feel about my city after really exploring it intimately. And again, I will have new videos every single Friday coming up, and I'm pretty excited for this new upload schedule and to really continue exploring more of Canada and more of the Quebec and Ontario regions in the coming months, especially this autumn now that it's coming up. And to that I say thank you, peace, goodbye, and until next time, let's get after it.